mean, I don't even know who I'm talking to. What I want to talk to is I want the young people, man. I want the teenagers, the 20-year-olds, the 30-year-olds to wake up and realize how powerful they are, dude. This is this video is for the people that feel these urges, that feel these desires for a big move or for a big change or to take a risk. But yet, they don't take those risks. They listen to others. They listen to other people and their opinion, and they ask other people, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should do this, or do you think I should do that? Don't listen to other people. They're not your frequency. Most people spend their lives in fear. Never listen to what other people say. All the answers are inside you. You are in control over your life. You know, the other day, I was being interviewed by a friend of mine, Dr. Taryn Lupo. He was doing this show on expats, and he wanted me to be on, and I was the last person to be interviewed. And so I'm listening to the other guys, and you know, another guy's in Colombia, another guy's in Mexico. And so I'm listening to these questions, and it's by people that kind of want to be expats. You know, they're done with America, but they can't pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason, and so I'm listening to these questions they're asking. And oh my God, it's just like, it's all fear. I heard you can't buy a place down there. What if somebody's going to break into my house and it sounds like there's no rules? You know how easy it would have been to rationalize that dream away? You don't even speak the language. You don't know anybody. It's dangerous down there. Dude, I heard they cut off kids' heads. They'll kill your dogs. You're going to get sick on the food. Don't drink the water. I mean, I could have thought of 1,000 reasons not to pack everything up and move to the Yucatan. But I trusted my instinct. And I knew that everything that I need in my life, I will attract that when I get down there. And this one guy, he says, he's asking this other guy who's lived down in Mexico for a few years. And he asked him, but, you know, do you feel safe? Like, because it sounds like you're in the middle of a hurricane. And like right when he said that, I realized, it's like, yes, that's the perfect metaphor. I and you and we all can be, I know I am the fucking eye of my own hurricane. Wherever I am is peaceful. Because that's what I radiate. I treat people the way they want to be treated. And that's the way they treat me. I'm 51 years old. I've never been robbed. I've never been jumped. I've been in like one fight in my life. I feel protected. I've always felt protected. Now, am I protected? I mean, I'm 51, I've never had any shit happen to me like that. Am I protected? Or do I feel protected? And therefore, I am protected. That's the way it is. I am the eye of my own hurricane. I don't care where I am on the planet. I know my frequency. I know that I radiate love and respect for my fellow man. I would never fuck anybody over. And people don't fuck me over. They don't screw with me because there's nothing in me. That doesn't match my frequency. If I'm walking down a street and some shady dude looking to do some low frequency stuff is in that street and I'm by myself and I'm walking down that street, when I go up to him, something's going to happen. He's going to get a text from one of his friends. Something's going to bite him on the ass. He's going to lean down and tie his shoes. Somebody's going to get his attention. I would be invisible to that, because that's not the frequency that doesn't match my frequency. There's nothing in me that says, oh, man, I hope I don't get jumped. You know what I mean? I hate to even say that, because I feel like I'm, I never talk about, why I don't even, I usually don't say, I hope I don't get jumped, so I don't even like putting that out in the universe, but you get my point. How much do you believe the law of attraction? I mean, do you think that it's just positive thinking? That, you think about positive things and you have positive experiences? Or do you believe that regardless of what our senses are telling us, that we are vibrational beings living in a vibrational world, and who are constantly, 100% of the time, flawlessly attracting experiences to ourselves that match our frequency? How much do you believe that? Because I'm all in. I am all in 100%. I take full responsibility for attracting everything into my life, good and bad. Now, a lot of people, they think, well, I think positive thoughts, but yet I have all this crap I'm dealing with. I have all this negative people. I have all this negativity around me, but I think positive thoughts. Really? Are you thinking positive thoughts? Are you thinking positive thoughts consciously or subconsciously? Because, we're only conscious about 10% of the day. And the other 90% of the time, we just have these our programming, our thoughts running through our head. Now, if you're 90% of your thoughts that you're unaware of, that are running through your head, are saying, everything works out for me. Everything happens for the perfect reason. I'm drawing these experiences into my life for a reason, to learn from. If that's 90% of your thoughts, then I guarantee you are loving life. You are living your dreams. But if your other 90% of the time is, I can't do that. I'm not good enough to do that. I'm too ugly. I'm too fat. I don't have the right connections. Why did this happen? This never works out for me. If that is the subconscious thoughts, the 90% of your time, those are the thoughts running through your head, you're not going to believe in the law of attraction. Because you think that because the conscious thoughts that you have 10% of the time, they're never going to outweigh the other 90% of the time. So how far do you want to take this? I'm all in. I remember right before we were getting ready to leave, to leave the country, I told him we're sitting there and we're just having this incredible conversation, and I said, you know what I'm going to miss? I'm going to miss these kind of conversations. Because I don't speak Spanish. So, and my Spanish is sucking. I mean, like, it's not coming. Like, it's just going straight through. And I don't know, it is what it is. But my Spanish isn't coming. But even if I did learn Spanish, man, I'm not going to be able to have like in-depth conversations with people. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm telling my friends. And I go, I'm going to miss these conversations about life. That's what I'm going to miss. And the second those words left my mouth, I realized that that's bullshit. Like, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is I vibrate at a frequency with my beliefs, and that everything that I am vibrates at a certain frequency. And no matter where I go in the world, I will attract the liking frequency that matches me. So no matter where I go in the world, I'm going to attract these people. And so I remember I said that. I go, no, dude, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is we're going to go down there and immediately we're going to find people that resonate with us. We're going to find people that match our frequency perfect. And that's exactly what happened. And so, you know, within like a month, my friend list is checked full, man. Like I have already, within 1 month, I have people that I love to hang out with more than I have time for. Because that's how this reality works. And the funny thing is you know who owns this? You know who knows this? Is older people and successful people. Successful people and older people. Because it really takes a lifetime to realize that you're literally creating your experiences with your beliefs. So, you know, I guess the reason I'm even starting the channel is because I want more people, younger people, 20s, teens, 30s, to realize they're creating their life when they're young instead of when you're old. I mean, fortunately, I figured it out when I was 40. But man, how about when you're like 20 and you just realize, wait a second, oh, that's the way this works. You will never find a successful person, you will never find a happy person that doesn't live that way. That you'll never find a happy, successful, healthy person that always focuses on the negative and is in complete fear all the time. Successful people, they believe it, they envision it, they live it before it happens, and then they go through the motions to allow it to happen in their life. That's how easy it is. If you feel protected, you're protected. I promised my kid that I'd go down and play with him. What's up? What's up? We are in this consciousness simulation, and your thoughts and your beliefs and your emotions are everything. You are creating your life. And if you learn this when you're 18 or 25, all the successful people, all you have to do, look at their lives. This is what they do. They knew they had control over their life with what they thought. Peace.